This is the story of a scientist who created a hybrid from the mating of a shark and an octopus, whose head was a shark, but the rest of the body was an octopus. This hybrid was named Sharktopus, which grew in size and started attacking everyone. So at the beginning of the movie, we see two children who had come to celebrate a picnic with his father. All of them were enjoying the picnic, completely unaware of the impending danger. Then they see some movement in the water, and all the fishes start coming to the top of the water. And then we see a huge octopus, which was huge in size, but still he was very weak and about to die. And on the side where he was going to fall, the two children were standing. The children's father rushes to save the children, but unfortunately all three are killed by the giant octopus. Now some pharmaceutical company people come to this dead octopus. Actually, this octopus was not that big before. Rather, David is the owner of the company that people have come here for, who is very fond of doing strange experiments. He formed his own team of scientists and along with them modified the octopus's DNA. And the DNA of a shark was added to the genes of the octopus. This made the octopus very large. Not only that, but when that octopus lays eggs, the hatchlings will be half octopus and half shark. It means that the quality of both will be in these children. Now the question is, why did David do this? So David believes that if liquid is extracted from the brain of such a muted octopus, it can cure any disease in the world. Now David cuts off a part of the octopus's body and sends some of his scientists inside the octopus, where they see many eggs. But due to the death of the octopus, many of its children had also died, which had not even hatched yet. David is upset to see that all his hard work has gone in vain. Then the scientist sees a huge baby octopus, which has grown quite large even after coming out of the egg. He was alive when the scientist proceeded to check on him, and he starts attacking everyone. His mouth was that of a shark, but the rest of his body was that of an octopus. Now the scientists run for their lives. But Sharktopus also comes out. Seeing this, all the other people start running for their lives. But at the same time, the Sharktopus also dies. Because after the death of the mother octopus, he had also become very weak. Now that she is dead, the rest of the people are happy, but David is worried again, because now he couldn't get that liquid out of Sharktopus's brain. Meanwhile, a scientist named Tina discovers that the Sharktopus is pregnant, and now she has her baby inside her. David is very happy to hear this. David puts this baby Sharktopus inside a tank to keep it alive. Tina then tells David that we should stop this test because this Sharktopus is too dangerous, and if we keep it alive, it can wreak havoc on the world. But David didn't care. He says, I have invested all my money to complete this research, and you are asking me to stop this test. While we both started this experiment together in the hope that by removing the liquid from the brain of Sharktopus, it will cure your child. But Tina says, I want to save my child, but I can't be so selfish for my son. As she leaves, Tina returns to her son Max. Max has a disease that if not treated soon, he will die a miserable death, and all the doctors failed to save Max. That's why Tina helped David with the Sharktopus experiment, but he did not know at that time that this experiment could be so dangerous. Then some of David's people come to Tina's house and kidnap Tina and take her to David. David tells Tina that you are here and Max is at your house. And if you don't remove the liquid from Sharktopus's brain, I will take Max's life. Now the decision is yours. There are two buttons in front of you. Pressing the green button will freeze the Sharktopus with the help of nitrogen. After that, you can remove the liquid from his brain. And if you don't want to do that, press the red button. This will release a chemical into the Sharktopus, and he will die. The decision is yours. Take out the liquid and save your son, or watch your son die. Tina is forced to drain the liquid from the Sharktopus, so she freezes the Sharktopus first by pressing the green button. After that, all the scientists together start draining the liquid from Sharktopus's brain. But as soon as the liquid is removed, the Sharktopus regains consciousness and grabs a scientist's hand. Seeing this, Tina quickly presses the red button, but this does nothing to Sharktopus. Rather, his body becomes even larger. Then Tina realizes that David has fooled her. Pressing the red button will not kill the Sharktopus, but will make its growth 100 times faster, because David can't throw away his experiment so easily. Now that baby Sharktopus was big enough to break the small tank, and destruction starts everywhere. A scientist is grabbed by his testicles and chewed raw. Tina and another scientist try to escape from the lab, but by then, he had made another scientist his victim. Tina somehow escapes with her life. Then she sees Sharktopus outside, which pulls out shark parts from its body. which looked quite scary. Seeing this, Tina locks the lab and runs away. On the other hand, some secret agents infiltrate David's ship. Among them is a man named Mark. And all these were government agents, because now the government also found out that some scientists are doing illegal experiments. This team has come here to stop that. David was partying on the same ship, because he was very happy that today he will get that liquid. Then one of the girls from the party comes out after drinking too much and sees Sharktopus, meaning he has been freed from the lab. Meanwhile, Tina quickly comes and tells David that by pressing the red button, the Sharktopus has grown quite large. He has killed 2 scientists, and now he can reach here any time. But David didn't care. He tells Tina that don't worry, nothing will happen. After saying that, he goes back to the party. But Tina was very worried that if Sharktopus came here, it would spare no one and kill everyone. Tina tells everyone there to run away and tells them that there is a monster here who is killing people. Everyone finds his words funny. Then Sharktopus also comes there and starts attacking everyone. Now everyone starts running around in fear. Sharktopus is about to attack Tina as well. Mark comes there and saves her. Here we find out that Mark and Tina got married 8 years ago, but after a year of marriage, both got divorced. Tina was pregnant at that time, which Mark didn't know about, so Mark is still unaware that Max is his son. Meanwhile, Sharktopus was preying on many people. Tina and some others escaped from the Sharktopus and reached the kitchen. David was also present among these people. Mark tells David that we are here to arrest you, because the government has come to know about your experiment. David says if that's the case, get Tina first because the scientist she is. And she has also done the whole experiment. But Tina says I told you long ago to stop this experiment, but you made me do all this. Meanwhile, Sharktopus tries to break down the kitchen door, in which he succeeds, and starts attacking everyone. Tina rushes to the lab. Mark asks her, why are you going there? Tina tells her that I can't leave here without taking this liquid, because he is the last hope to save my son. Now the way to the lab is through the kitchen, but there was Sharktopus in the kitchen, which was growing rapidly. Tina and Mark try to sneak away, but then the glass shatters in Tina's hand. Now the Sharktopus starts coming towards them, smelling the smell of Tina's blood. But the two somehow sneak into the lab. Agents had caught David and taken him with them. Then comes Sharktopus, which attacks an agent and takes him away. Seeing this, an agent named Sophie runs after him and saves this agent from Sharktopus with great difficulty. David attacks another agent and runs away, and while running, he also closes the exit door. Sophie tries to break down the door as Sharktopus follows her. Now this agent does not have enough courage to run away from here. So as soon as the door opens, he pushes Sophie out and closes the door, and goes to attack Sharktopus with granite himself. But this does nothing to the Sharktopus, but the poor man himself is killed. On the other hand, Mark and Tina arrive at the lab. Then David tells Tina through the mic that I have your son. I lied to you that he was at home. If you want to save your son, bring that liquid to me as soon as possible. Hearing this, Tina gets very upset. Her worry increases when she sees that the bottle of liquid is broken. Mark says, are you crazy to use such chemicals to save your son? If instead of getting well from it, he gets sick again. So listen to me and don't use it. If he is destined to die, let him die. Tina then tells him that the one you are talking about is your own son. Hearing this, Mark loses his senses. He thought that Tina must have remarried, but now that he knows about his son, he says it's okay. If this liquid can cure our son, we will drain the liquid from Sharktopus's brain again. Now both of them start planning how they will extract the liquid from Sharktopus's brain. Tina sees the blueprint of the ship and tells Mark that there is a room on the ship that contains a lot of nitrogen gas. We will distract the Sharktopus and bring it into this room, and they will freeze him with nitrogen gas and remove the liquid from his brain. Later, we will kill him by adding Neutilizer. Mark likes the idea too, so they both approach Sharktopus, get his attention, and bring him to the nitrogen room. Once there, they release nitrogen gas. But until the gas affects the Sharktopus, he tries its best to eat both. They save their lives with great difficulty. In no time, the Sharktopus freezes there, and Tina quickly drains the liquid from his brain. But by the time they kill him by throwing the Neutilizer at him, the room is so cold that if he stayed there any longer, he would freeze in there himself. So they both come out of there. On the other hand, as soon as David finds out that Tina has taken out that liquid, he immediately reaches them. He also had Max with him, and he also planted a bomb on Max's body. David asked Tina to give me the liquid, otherwise I will kill your son with this bomb. Hearing this, Mark gives him the liquid, Then Sophie comes and attacks David's partner. This distracts David and Mark starts fighting him. Meanwhile, nitrogen gas was running out, from which the Sharktopus also slowly starts to break free. As soon as he gets the chance, David presses the bomb button, and now Tina only has a minute and a half to save her son. So Tina quickly tries to remove the bomb from Max's body. Meanwhile, Sharktopus also arrives there and makes David his first victim, and eats there. Mark quickly takes out the bomb and gives it to Sophie, which she quickly throws towards the Sharktopus. As soon as the bomb explodes, the lower part of the ship is also destroyed. This makes the Sharktopus go into the water with great speed. Then they all immediately run to the top of the ship to save their lives. Captain was trying to steer the ship towards Ireland, but the ship hits something and starts sinking there. Everyone is running around for their lives. Their half of the ship is up and half is submerged. Meanwhile, Sharktopus also starts to board the ship, which was now very large in size. Sophie dares to stick her knife in his eye, but that doesn't harm him, and he kills everyone on the ship as soon as he sees it. Now only Tina, Max, and Mark are alive. Tina decides to kill the Sharktopus with the neutralizer. Mark forbids her to do so, but she says that Sharktopus is made of my own mutation, and I will end it myself. Tina hugs her son one last time and jumps into the mouth of the Sharktopus, and directly enters his stomach and applies neutralizer. Then that Sharktopus is killed, and his death saves Max and Mark's lives. Now in the last scene, Max makes a painting of his family by the sea and puts it in a bottle and throws it into the water, in the hope that his mother will see this painting wherever she is. And with that, the movie ends here. Hope you liked this video. Subscribe to the channel to see more such videos.